Hello my dear students, this lecture is about simple rules to describe a long bone or a limb bone. Why this lecture? Because majority of the students know every detail about the bone but can't present it properly. So watch this video and you will learn very easily. First half of this lecture is about bone description, and in the second half I will tell you Viva tactics for bone description. Step 1 for bone description is holding a bone in your hand. It's not very necessary, but try to hold right bone in your right hand and left bone in your left hand and in anatomical position. The front of the bone should be toward the examiner and back side toward you. The link for side determination of the bone and anatomical position of the bone has been given in the description below. First, you will introduce the bone. You will say this is humerus, this is a long bone, this is the bone of the arm, and this bone belongs to the right side. Then come the parts. In the parts, you will say that this is the upper end of the humerus, then this is the lower end of the humerus, and this is the shaft of the humerus. You will describe parts of the upper end. It has got a head, lesser tubercle, and a greater tubercle. Then you will describe the parts of the lower end. It has got two condyles and the articular surfaces. After that, you will describe the shaft. Shaft of the long bone is triangular in cut section. I will now explain the shaft triangles. Now I show you how to easily remember the borders and surfaces of the long bones. For this, you have to note down this the interior side, this is the medial side. Whenever I will draw, this will be the lateral side and this will be the posterior side. Second thing that you have to remember, whenever we take a cross section of the long bone, it is triangular in shape. So first I will show you the humerus cross section and the cross section of the femur, how they are different from each other and what is the important thing that you have to note first in these cross sections. Okay, in humerus, here we can see that we have an interior border, and against interior border we have this posterior surface. In the femur we have this posterior border, and against this posterior border we have this anterior surface. So to remember the borders and surfaces, important thing is note down we have anterior border and we have posterior surface. There is no anterior surface or there is no posterior border in humerus. Here in femur we have an anterior surface, and against anterior surface we have a posterior border. There will be no posterior surface and there will be no anterior border in the femur. Then other borders and surfaces are very simple. Here we've got a lateral border and here we've got a medial border. Between a medial and the lateral, this surface is the medial surface, and between anterior and lateral, this surface is the lateral surface. Or we can say we have medial border and medial surface, we have lateral border and lateral surface. But for anterior border, there is no anterior surface. There is anterior border and a posterior surface. Likewise in femur, we have got a medial border and the lateral border. Between medial and posterior, this surface is the medial surface, and between lateral and posterior, this surface is the lateral surface. So femur has got a medial border and a medial surface, lateral border and a lateral surface. But for anterior surface, there is no anterior border, the border is posterior. So be careful in the start, you have to identify these odd ones, the anterior border and the posterior surface. There is no issue in medial and lateral. There is medial border and a medial surface. There is lateral border and a lateral surface. Likewise in femur, be careful in identify we have posterior border and we have anterior surface. Then is simple, medial border, medial surface, lateral border and a lateral surface. Now I will move to the paired bones of the forearm, that is radius and ulna, and paired bone of the leg, that is tibia and fibula. How these form triangles and how these triangles are lying against each other. So these are the two triangles of the radius and ulna. This is the radius and this is the ulna. In between we have got an interosseous border. So similarly, what is important? Identify odd ones. Here we have got this border that is against ulna. This is the medial border or the interosseous border of the radius. Against medial we have got a surface. This surface is the lateral surface. So remember that in the radius there will be medial border and a lateral surface. There will be no lateral border or there will be no medial surface. Rest is simple, we have got an interior border, we have got a posterior border, we have got an interior surface between anterior and medial, we have got a posterior surface between posterior and medial. Likewise in ulna, identify the odd ones. So odd one, this is the lateral border that is against radius. Ulna has a border against radius that will be lateral or radial border, and against this border we will have a surface, that is the medial surface. So these are the odd ones: lateral border and medial surface. Rest is simple. We have got an anterior border, we have got a posterior border. Between anterior and lateral we have got a surface, that is the anterior surface. Between posterior border and the lateral on the back we have got a posterior surface. So this is very simple. In the start you identify lateral border and a medial surface. Rest is simple: anterior border, anterior surface, posterior border and posterior surface. In the radius identify the odd ones. This is the medial border and the lateral surface. Rest is simple: anterior border, anterior surface, posterior border and a posterior surface. Now the paired bones of the leg. How these two triangles will align against each other. These are very atypical triangles. You have to focus here. How is the fibula triangle? This is the fibula triangle. And how the tibia is against this triangle? This is in this shape. So this is different. Tibia and fibula. Tibia has got, identify the odd ones. Tibia has got anterior border and a posterior surface. This is like humerus bone. As is simple, it has got a lateral border and a medial border. Here on the medial side, between medial and the anterior borders, we have the medial surface, and here between lateral and anterior we have got the lateral surface. So tibia is simple like humerus. It is placed in the body with anterior border and a posterior surface. So now the fibula bone, what are the odd ones? Odd one is this border, and again this border, this surface. This border is towards tibia, so this will be the medial border. This is the interosseous membrane, and here we will have a medial border. Against medial border we will have a lateral surface. Rest is simple: we will have an anterior border, we will have a posterior border. Between anterior and the medial we will have an anterior surface, and between medial and posterior we will have a posterior surface. This is the way you will first understand and then apply how to describe the borders and surfaces of the bones.
And now the Viva tactics for the beginners. Always follow the command. Answer only what has been asked. Question can be side determination, describe a bone, describe a part of a bone, or describe the attachment over the bone. First introduce the bone and then demonstrate what has been asked only. That's all about bone description. Subscribe the channel so you can learn more anatomy.